What is up, everybody? It's your boy 𝘍𝘠𝘥𝘭𝘢𝘺 back with another video. As you may have already seen in my last video, I gave my prediction based on the Western Conference semifinals, and in this video I'm here once again to give my prediction based on the Eastern Conference semifinals. Now let's get to it. The Miami Heat versus the New York Knicks. What can I say about this series? I think Miami will be taking it, honestly. Now, as a Knicks fan, and for the fans who are Knicks fans that are watching, you must really hate me right now, because I doubted them in the Cleveland series, and shockingly, they defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1. Now, they're tied with Miami in this series, and once again, I'm still doubting them. Me being a Knicks fan, of course, I would want everything in my heart for them to win, but as a basketball fan, and what I saw in Game 1, and what I saw in Game 2, it leaves me with the question, can the Knicks really beat the Miami Heat in this series? Game 1, everybody struggled from three-point range, but Obi Toppin. And Obi Toppin, who I like, cannot be our best shooter. I mean, come on, from Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, and Emmanuel Quickley. Notice I'm only mentioning these players because these are guys that are supposed to be knocking shots from downtown. And in Game 1, that was not the case. Now, in Game 2, guys came out better, played great. I got some great performances from RJ Barrett to Jalen Brunson to Julius Randle, Josh Hart. But the Knicks could have probably lost that game. I mean, to be close from the first half, and then by the start of the third quarter, it gets a little shaky. Miami goes up by 6. Nothing too crazy, but this is all without Jimmy Butler. And this is the reason why I'm scared for the Knicks in this series. Now, we still got the win in Game 2, which I'm thankful for. But man, did you see Jimmy Butler's face after the game? That reaction right there had me terrified, because we all know what kind of dude Jimmy Butler is, and what we saw in that Milwaukee series and in Game 1 against New York. And again, how lucky we were that he was not playing in Game 2. I just know he's honestly trying to break the hearts and soul of fans like myself in New York City. This is why I'm terrified. And as for Knicks fans, you honestly can't blame me. Hopefully, I could be wrong once again, just like I was wrong about the Cleveland series. Of course, I'll be rooting for my Knicks every which way possible. But I'm sorry, I have the Miami Heat taking this series in 5 games. The Philadelphia 76ers versus the Boston Celtics. And this series right here, I know it's going to be fun to watch. Game 1 was great. Even without Embiid, James Harden had a spectacular performance with 45 points, looking like his old self, but struggled offensively in Game 2. Then in Game 3, so did everybody else in Philly, including Joel Embiid, who, by the way, I thought shouldn't have played Game 2, although he wasn't too bad, but obviously 15 points is just not in his nature. We know he can do better, as he did in Game 3, but it still wasn't enough to get the win in Philly. And by the way, let's congratulate him on winning this year's 2023 MVP, finally. I know that Philly is a team that can definitely compete with Boston, but after what I saw in Game 2, talk about a 34-point blowout win and a marvelous performance by each starter in Game 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this proved to us once again why the Boston Celtics are the favorites to come out the East. Now, again, Philly can definitely match up with the Boston Celtics. I wouldn't mind seeing the different change of scenario. But Philly has always left me with doubts, and it's every year in the playoffs. And now that they're seeing Boston again, and although the rosters have changed through the years, I'd like to go back from 2018. I thought they should have won that series. 2020, I'd give them a pass on that. We all know how controversial that year was for everybody. And now in 2023, here we are again. Both teams have great depth on their roster, but I honestly think Boston is just too good for Philly. Now, I'm not saying Philly doesn't have a chance, but I just like Boston better. They proved to me again why they're the favorites. And therefore, I'll be taking the Boston Celtics to win this series in 6. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment below on your prediction on who will advance to the next round. All my social media links are down in the description below. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. Till next time, 𝘍𝘠𝘺𝘨 out.